All right. And thank you for coming back to the Lazy Genius Tarot and Bazaar. Um, Hopefully things sound better and look a little bit better. I've repositioned the camera and found the microphone for my phone here. Today we're going to be going over the Zombie Tarot. Insight and ammunition is what it says here on the box for surviving the undead uprising. A mystical prediction oracle with card deck and instructions. It's a 78 card deck. The box here says, in the event of a zombie attack, get to a secure location, open this box, and consult the Zombie Tarot. This fully functional 78 card tarot deck offers valuable advice on love, life, family, friendship, automatic firearms, premature burials, cannibalistic children, and more. The enclosed instruction book shows how to interpret all 78 cards and provides helpful tips on giving a reading. So this is what the box looks like here. The deck and book that come in the box there. The book's the same size as the deck. And the book is made out in this real 1950s sort of way. It's got some spreads in the beginning, so it's got like the introduction, and it goes through like suiting up, breaking down the numbers, conducting a reading, and then this is where it gives a few spreads. The beginner, the broken heart, the gravestone, the eyeball, and the severed head. Then it goes into the majors, and then from there, of course, the minors, starting with the cups. Then in the back, you have sort of like these old 50s style magazine ads in the back. Pretty cool guidebook. What's the intro say? Let's see. Just the first paragraph here. It says, remember when it all began with that spill of toxic sludge out Route 195 and those poor motorists complaining of headaches and blurry vision? And then there was all that crazy homeless person, the one biting the senior citizens on the subway, followed by a series of violent encounters at the local hospital. Police and firefighters arrived to lend a hand. Most people ended up sacrificing a limb or worse. Things escalate. Oh, wow. It actually tells like a little story at the beginning of the deck there. That's cool. I haven't really got a chance to work with it yet. I figure since Halloween is tomorrow, I might as well pull it out and do a walkthrough. I think I'm gonna edge this guy. I'm not sure what yet. I'm not sure. I keep seeing videos of people with their decks edged, and I got a couple of decks I would like to try and do that too, but I don't know. I'm hesitant because I ain't never done it before and I don't want to mess up my decks. Anyway, here's the backs of the Zombie Tarot here. Let me zoom this in. Okay. There we go. So there's the card back. And then the deck starts off, of course, with the Fool. You see the hand coming up out of the ground here, walking through the graveyard with the picnic basket. The Magician, the mad scientist dude, it looks like the universe is coming out of his pot. some planets, maybe a moon. Looks like a chemistry set, like a DNA strand up here in this bubble. It's definitely got a hacksaw in his hand too, so. Here's the High Priestess. This is a pretty dope card. With all the candles set up around the fire, the headdress, the moon in the background with the clouds going in front of it. This is a pretty detailed card. You can see a lot of stuff in the back, like there's these two nuclear reactor things in the back. One of them is smoking. This is the Empress. You see her with the little zombie girl planting flowers. The Emperor boarding up the door with the shotgun and an axe, protecting his son. The Hierophant is the news anchor. That makes a lot of sense. That's funny. I like that. The Lovers. The Chariot. Looks like a hearse. They got the guns coming out the top of the hearse to fight the zombies as they go. Justice. This is the Hermit. See, she's all boarded up in the house and they can't get to her. She's just in there enjoying her books. The Wheel of Fortune. Looks like a zombie on the spinning knife wheel from the circus. Strength. It's a big old bullet. The Hanged Man. I think the book said something about this card with the Hangman being in this position by choice, as sort of putting himself out there as bait for the zombies, and then that way his friends can get out and then he can still get out too, once he gets done doing this, so that his friends can get to safety. Death. Looks like the transition from human to zombie. Temperance. The Devil. A cigarette machine, because when it's the zombie apocalypse, you don't want to be smoking, you got to be able to run. The Tower. It's a high rise. I like that one. The zombie apocalypse, a high rise is probably one of the worst places to be. The Stars and Medal. Probably a combat medal for valor. The Moon. I like that Moon card actually. The Sun. The yellow helicopter in the sky. I like that one too. Judgment. It's like an H-bomb or something. The World going up in flames, with the husband and wife in the bunker down here at the bottom. Now we get into the minors. Each one has repeated the number of the card and the symbol for the suit. Looks like cups are represented by skulls or brains, and they are color-coded gray. So this is the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Three of Cups. Four. The Five of Cups. This is an interesting choice for a picture here. She's looking at the grave where Obviously somebody that she's lost, not paying attention to the zombies behind her. The Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups. It's a pretty interesting card there. The Eight of Cups, leaving behind the parking lot where all the zombies are at. The Nine of Cups, looks like found safe haven in a small paradise, got a shotgun, lots of ammo, just in case. The Ten of Cups. You see everything burning down across the water there, with the zombie coming out of the water, but the family on the beach chilling. This is the Page of Cups. He's got a little bucket with a brain in it. The Knight of Cups. The zombie on a surfboard eating a brain. The Queen of Cups here. It looks like all the court cards for the cups are zombies. Not too many humans in the court cards yet. This is the King of Cups. You see he's pretty much submerged in the water there. Now we get into the Wands, which look like they are going to be bones. They are color-coded yellow. Again with the alternating number and symbol there in the corners. The Two of Wands. The Three of Wands. The image on the circle, I guess, leads the reader to believe that inside they were all just singing on the piano like everything was great, and then now you got these zombies with a huge, what looks like possibly a leg bone getting ready to break through the door. And in the window you can see the son, what looks to be the husband's arm coming off the side here, as if they're running up to the door to try to stop it. I like this deck. It's like it's halfway comical the way that the artwork was drawn. Like the Four of Wands here. Just zombies having a party. The Five of Wands. The Six of Wands. The newspaper article here on the card says the undead are victorious. Military retreats and all recovery missions are abandoned. Then there's a picture on the newspaper right here, and the headline under that says, "It's official. Residents flee for tiny chance of survival." Down here in the corner it says, "No hope. You're on your own now." The Six of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Here is the Eight of Wands. Looks like there's a total of 8 zombies in the background, with the scene in the front of the woman running from the zombie on the roller skates. Nine of Wands. Looks like we got 9 zombies here and 2 humans at the bottom. One of them's about to be eaten. I guess that would be the nightmare card for a zombie apocalypse, huh? I'm surprised that they didn't do something like that for the nine of swords, rather. We'll see what happens when we get there, huh? That looks like it would be a good nightmare card. We'll see what they did for the Nine of Swords when we get there. Here's the Ten of Wands. the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Queen, Zombie Nurse, and the King of Wands. He's got a drill going through the bone. Bunch of tools on the ground down here. Ace of Swords. Here's the Two of Swords. He looks like a badass though, doesn't he? The Three of Swords. Seems pretty fitting. The Four of Swords. Looks like he's laying on a mattress, but probably having a dream about fighting through a crowd of zombies. The Five of Swords. Looks like they're fighting over a shotgun. Well, looks like you got 5 zombies on their way in. The Six of Swords. Shoot zombies from a boat. Looks like a kayak. The Seven of Swords. This is another one of those funny cards in the deck. This woman is kicking her husband down the stairs, and there's 7 zombies at the bottom of the stairs waiting to eat him. Kick him down the stairs so she can get away. She's got a big old gun. That's funny. The Eight of Swords. Looks like an exposed rib cage with all the organs in it. Then there looks to be like a chicken wire mesh kind of thing down here in between the ribs in this area. And the human character at the bottom is seemingly stuck behind the chicken wire. Let me see if I can bring that in so you can see the chicken wire. There you go. Nine of Swords. And see, this is normally the Nightmare card. I would have thought that the 9 zombies about to eat the couple there, and the Nine of Wands would have been a better fit for the Nightmare card, but I'll have to read the book and figure out what the meaning for the imagery is there. Here is the 10 of Swords. This is a perfect 10 of Swords, actually. It looks like he is being devoured. Here's the Page of Swords. This is the first human that we have in the court cards here. The Knight of Swords. Another human court card. Soldier with the tank running over zombies. Queen of Swords. Looks like Granny sitting on the chair in the living room with a, I don't know what kind of gun they painted on her, but she's holding some sort of semi-automatic rifle, ready to go. And then the King of Swords. Looks like probably her husband sitting on his chair, ready to shoot some. Got a bunch of guns on the shelf in the back. Next we have the Hazards, represented by the hazard sign. This, I guess, is in place of the pentacle. Here's the Ace. 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, or hazards in this deck, the 4 of hazards. This is an interesting card. Looks like there's some kids locked in a cooler with some boards over it. And then there's this dude sitting in the aisle here of what looks to be a store. He's got 2 guns up here on the shelf. A gun in his lap with an axe. A bunch of ammo. A grenade. What looks to be a toolbox. Like he's getting ready to protect the kids in the cooler. The 5 of hazards, or the 5 of pentacles. I like that one. That's a pretty good 5 of hazards. The 6 of hazards. He's got a piece of meat on a stick leading the zombie away as the zombie's pushing the hand crank lawnmower there. It's a pretty cool card. The 7 of hazards. Eight of hazards. The 9 of hazards. Here's the 10 of hazards. Looks like they got a zombie maid and butler there. Page of hazards, back to zombies in the court cards. Knight of hazard. I like the art in that card. I like the way the moon looks in the back. The Queen of hazards. And last but not least, the King, who seems to be tied to a chair using a chain and caution tape. That is the Zombie Tarot. You can see the deck is actually pretty thick. I can get it to stand up on its own for a couple of seconds there. Like I said, it is a pretty thick deck. Let me readjust and pull my screen back out. So, like I said, it is thick, and just for comparison, this is my yellow box. And where thickness is concerned, you can see how much thicker the Zombie Tarot is in comparison to the yellow box there. So it's a pretty thick deck, but I don't have too much trouble shuffling it. I like to riffle shuffle. It actually shuffles pretty well. The cards don't stick together all that much for it being so big. The cardstock is actually pretty thick. And it's like a matte cardstock. I really like these cards actually. So that is the Zombie Tarot. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by for this particular walkthrough today. If you like the walkthrough, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.